Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday. It is January 6th, and I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor with integrated energy therapy. So I am just excited to be here with you this morning. I know I'm a little earlier than I normally am, so thank you for those of you watching on the replay. Maybe didn't get the notification when I went live or wasn't able to hop on. It's okay. So thank you for being here. And those of you watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. First cup of coffee. So, how are you all? We had a really nice meeting last night. It was very intimate in my community. I did the channeling for July, so there will be no monthly meeting this Friday night, as I may be celebrating my daughter's birthday. I think we have dinner plans. So that is Friday. So that has already been posted. I also sent you an email because if you're not sure how to use the community or the group, right, how are you going to find the replay? So I actually sent you in your email, anybody who is a member, the replay of last night's meetings around how to get into the group, how to post in the group. So that is all there for you. So if you were unable to join us last night, no worries. I sent you that email this morning. I also posted in the community and I also posted in the group. So you can watch that replay. Archangel Sandalphon came through last night. It was very beautiful. Really talking about the energies and the shifts in energies that you're experiencing. So that was really, really cool. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. So tomorrow is the Lion's Gate 7/7, right? And we also are in the Sirius Gateway from July 3rd to July 7th. So yeah, take it easy out there. Get a lot of rest, drink a lot of water. I actually took sometimes leftover from my pregnancy. Sometimes I just lay down and I tell myself I'm just going to lay down for 20 minutes. And for years that worked. I would lay down, I would literally close my eyes 20 minutes, have a rest, get up, feel refreshed, all was good, right? And it started when I was pregnant. Well, this past couple of times, 20 minutes has not worked. I've actually been out for an hour, hour and a half. So it's been crazy to me, these energies. So definitely stay safe out there. I was just looking at my tooth and it looks like it's chipped or, yeah, something's wrong with it. That doesn't make me happy. Okay, sorry about that. That was a little aside. I've always had very good teeth. I've had some movement. I don't know what it is about being in your 50s, but I know menopause definitely affects like your nutrients and my teeth have just been doing this shifting thing. It's very strange. So welcome to the 50s. All right, so let's see what Spirit wants to bring through. And I'm actually I think I'm gonna ask for like, this 7/7 portal. Like what does Spirit want us to know? So let's see what we've got. Let's actually call in Archangel Metatron. Just I'm going to use this the Alta Major Chakra Spray by Amanda Ellis. I've been feeling very anxious this morning. I'm actually heading to Canada mid-August, and I think now that I have my passport in hand, I'm like nervous about it. And I know that it's going to go well. And I know that the women that I'm meeting and going to be working with, and we're going to be doing the basic, intermediate, and advanced levels of IET. I know that's going to go really well. But I think just the whole like being out of my comfort zone and not in my home and away and traveling, I think I'm really, really anxious about it, to be honest with you. And I don't want that to come through in this reading. So I was trying to ground myself here. So yeah, so those of you reaching out, asking me like, are you okay? Feeling my energy? Thank you. Thank you for that. I totally appreciate it. But that's, I think, what's going on. Now that the passport is in hand, I'm really feeling the realness of it. And I'm actually, I've been watching for months now, the ticket price of the airline ticket. So I'm gearing up to purchase my airline ticket. So yeah, I think I'm just really nervous. You know, when you do things that are outside of your comfort zone, right? Stretching yourself. I feel like that's totally what this is. Really stretching myself. And I feel like flying by myself to North Carolina in March was kind of like the precursor, like, you know, getting back into like what it is to fly. What are all the new, you know, I haven't flown in 20 years. So like all the new regulations, all the new, you know, security and just all of that. I've never done it with a passport before. So international, that'll be interesting. I've been to Canada before, but I live in New York. So we would just drive, right? I had to get an enhanced license, so I would just drive. So yeah, so I'm really nervous. So and it's whew. So yes, wherever you're feeling stretched, wherever you're feeling like you are being asked to do something outside of your comfort zone, even though you know it's going to go well. I feel like that may be a lot of us in these energies, that we're all being kind of stretched and not pushed, but definitely taken into new realms, new ways of being and doing, just new situations, whether it's people, job, just doing new things. I feel like this is the time, you know, you can't have something different if you don't do something different. And one of the big mantras I've had is, if you keep, what did I say? If you do what you've always done, you get what you always got, right? And I feel like that's what I'm getting out of. Like, I'm getting out of getting what I've always gotten. Like, it's time to get something new. And the only way to get something new is to do something new. And so, yeah, I'm definitely feeling the anxiety, the being stretched, knowing that it's going to go well, knowing I'm going to have an amazing time, even just being with such beautiful, like-minded people. I'm so really looking forward to meeting these women in person. I'm just... the getting there, right? The getting there, the actual getting out of my comfort zone. So this is not the card I want to see this reading start with, but at least it's in the past position. All right, so let's see what else Spirit wants to bring us. So yeah, whatever you're being called to do that feels uncomfortable or stretching yourself, it's going to be good. But yes, it is going to take you on a whole new adventure. All right, cards just a flying. Not liking. This is gonna be a longer message because we're definitely not gonna end on the 8 of Swords. So yeah, this will be a longer. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. All right, I see the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is making me feel better. So let's see where this is gonna go. I also don't know how much time we have this morning, just because I've got some people coming, family, but I'm not gonna let that stop this message. So I'm going to put that out of my head. Like, if they get here, they get here, right? I actually feel like I have about an hour, so I think we're good, but. All right. 7 of Swords. Deception, lying, cheating, stealing. Feels like you're leaving that behind. So for some of you, this is definitely leaving behind a narcissist. Leaving behind someone who did you dirty. Could even be a situation. Could be a job. Could be, like I said, you're being stretched. You're being grown. I do feel like you are being taken in new directions. Yeah, I feel like you came into the situation your very authentic self, your very caring, nurturing, grounded self. And whoever this person was or situation was, they used that against you. And that's what I'm feeling with this reading. The 7-7 portal feels like it's really going to reveal to you where you have been duped or where you have been not honored or valued, whether that's a job, a relationship, a friendship, just anything where you're really feeling like you've kind of known like something's not right here. Like they say they have my back, but it doesn't feel like they have my back. Or they say that they're going to be there for me, but they don't really ever show up the way I need them to, right? But you always show up for them. You always give to them. You always be for them. You always do for them to your best, right? To your like own energetic detriment, you give so much. And it's not a reciprocal, it's not a balanced at all. And so for some of you, this is going to be where you are going to need to like extricate yourself, whether that's a divorce or a resignation or a firm talking to, if it's family, right? Like, I feel like, yes, you have to, like, this is like, it's go time, like restraining order. I mean, whatever you need to do to really get the people or person in your life to take you for your word, because they've never done that before, because you've always given in before. You've always been beneficial. You've always been there for them. You've always given to them. You've always made things right for them, or whatever it was. But now it's time to set your boundary in such a way that they have to stand up and take notice. Because if you don't, this is where things are just going to topple over. It's like you are energetically stretched. You are financially stretched. You are emotionally stretched. You are mentally stretched. You have nothing left to give. And to be honest with you, it feels like you don't even want to. Like, this has been going on for so long. Like, you need it to be over, because your value and your benefit has not been respected. And if you don't respect yourself, whatever it is you're trying to create, whatever it is you're trying to build, whatever it is you're trying to have isn't going to work. You have to look at this situation, maybe for the first time, very, very clearly. Take the blindfold off, get out of your own way, stop giving them the benefit of the doubt, stop saying they're not doing what I think they're doing. Yes, they are, right? So for some of you, this is that narcissistic boss. For some of you, this is that narcissistic person. For some of you, it's just someone who they are so lack mentality that they have been pulling on you because you have been their resource. You can't be their resource anymore. You don't have anything left to give. That's what I'm getting here. So whether this is a narcissist or not, but it is someone who's been pulling on you in a way that is not okay. That is not okay. Like, you don't have anything left to give. And you have to be the one to set the boundary. You have to be the one to take the blindfold off and get out of your own way and say, no, I have to value myself, because you have not valued me and you are not valuing me in this situation. And I'm not getting what I need. I don't have enough of what I need. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough mental strength. I don't have enough emotional fortitude. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough because you keep pulling me back, holding me down. Whether it's not giving you the raise or promotion, or whether it's just the verbal abuse, the emotional abuse, the physical abuse, whatever it is, the addiction, it's their addiction. And you have to understand that you can't do anything about that. If it's their addiction, then all you can do is be there for them, but not enable them. And I feel like in this reading, that's what I'm getting with this 7-7 energy tomorrow. Like, you've got to go in your own direction. Like, whoever is holding you back, you have to be the one. This was the bottom of the card. You have to be the one to fight for your own life, your own wants, your own desires, your own value, your own purpose, your own goals, your own dreams. The person you thought was going to be there for you, they don't have it. And things are going to really fall apart if you don't understand that you have to get out of the situation. Again, whatever it is, work, job, relationship, whatever it is, you have to be the one to go in the new direction. Look at that. 9 and 10 of Wands. It's time. It's time to move away. It's the end of this road. It's the end of this cycle, whether you recognize it or not. And it's time to recognize it. It's time to recognize it because it's going to fall apart. Do you want it to fall apart in a way that you can control it? Or do you want it to fall apart in a way that you have to rebuild your whole life? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Love yourself enough to take the steps you have to take to protect yourself, protect your loved ones, value yourself, love yourself, move in the new direction, go on the new journey, go towards the new job, the new home, the new road, the new inspiration, the new relationship, whatever it is. And just know that anybody trying to come back in this Venus retrograde, they have nothing new to say. They have nothing new to say. It's time for you to come into balance. It's time for you to come into what it is you want. Your life, your resources, valuing yourself, your time, your ability, your skills, your heart. I told you this message was going to kind of go today. I could feel it. Yeah, it's time for you to come into your confidence, loving yourself, self-love, your own abundance, your own resource. You can't take whatever situation with you. They are stuck. They are blocked, and you've done what you can. It's time for you to love yourself, to bring yourself into flow, into abundance, into self-love, into self-worth, so that you can manifest the money and the home and the dreams and the desires and the resources that you need for you and your family. Because for some of you, I feel like you have kids that are your responsibility. And whether this person is supposed to be responsible for them or not, they can't be. They have their own issues. They have their own addictions. They have their own blockages. Good morning, Jackie. This is a general message, honey. Please take what resonates. And for some of you, you are coming into the most compatible soulmate. For some of you, by turning away from what doesn't work is what allows the new to come in. The new relationship that is compatible. The new relationship that will bring you what you want. That confident, loving person who is open-hearted. But you have to make the choice to move away from what is hurting you, what is not valuing you, what has been holding you back, holding you down, strangling you emotionally, mentally, energetically, financially, verbally, physically. It's time to walk away. It's time to go. It's time to love yourself. It's time to be honest with yourself that what this situation has been is what it has been. There's no sugarcoating it. I know that at the beginning of the relationship or situation, there were promises made, there were feelings that were brought up, and you felt maybe like this was going to be your forever job, your forever person, your life going forward for a very long time. But it's not. It's not. And it's now time for you to move in the direction that's going to work for you so that you can have what you want. And taking the steps that you need to take. Because ultimately on the other side of it, there you are. There you are, safe, stable, sovereign, whole, but it's going to take some time to get here. You've got to let go of whatever you're holding on to, whatever the familiarity is, whatever the responsibility that you feel is. They're a grown person. It's a grown situation. You have to go where you can also flourish and come into your authenticity. And you can't do that where you're being negated and devalued and abused and taken from, siphoned off of, energetically, financially, emotionally, mentally, physically. Good morning, Jen. So whatever the situation is that is not working, has not worked, this gateway is propelling you in a new direction. What that new direction looks like is going to be dependent on how well you lean into the change. You make the necessary decisions. And yes, I do feel like some of those will be very hard. It will be sending that resignation. It will be signing that divorce paper. It will be getting that restraining order, whatever it is that's going to allow you to move forward in a way that you are taking back your sovereignty, your divinity, who you are. Yeah, because it is time for you to come into unity, coexistence, and tolerance with the people and situations that are going to love you and be there for you. Give to you also. You've been giving, and it's like you can't give from an empty well, and your well is pretty empty. And now it's time to fill it up. For yourself, it may be about balancing mind, body, and soul. You might have been concentrating on spiritual matters at the expense of your physical body and neglected some aspect of self-care. Or it could be that the physical world is too dominant, obsessions with body image, fitness, and aging at the expense of inner spiritual work. With those around you, you may be asked to be a peacekeeper or peacemaker and be the bridge. There is work for all of us to do in quelling the inner wars we have within, which left unhealed contribute to outer wars in our world too. We may be at our war with our parents, an ex-partner, or a cause or political position that we rail against. We may also hold prejudices and unhealthful post-dogma that distorts how we look at the world and others. Starting to truly see each person we meet as a soul brother or sister radically changes our interactions. Last, we need to make peace with Mother Earth to appreciate all that she gives, to live in harmony with her plants, trees, clear rivers, look after our patch of land, and share what we have. Working together, seeing everything as part of a greater whole, has the interconnectivity of all life, leaving this world a better place for the next generation to come. And it starts with your inner world, your inner sovereignty, your inner divinity. And so whatever is in a part of your world, your family, your experience right now that is not giving to you in a balanced way, that is where you need to put up the boundaries and go in the direction that is going to be beneficial for you. So loving yourself. I feel like this energy with the, if you didn't look at this earlier this week, I did the Sirius Gateway reading. Definitely check that out. And also the pick a card for this Cancer full moon. We're still, that energy is just dissipating. So lots of radical shifts right now going on. And whatever you're feeling, it's because it's time. It's time for you to feel that and to make those choices and decisions, as hard as it may feel. Yeah, turn the page. Move on from the past, step into the unknown. Blessings await. This is why you have not been able to manifest, and this is why you have not been able to get what it is you want, because you're being blocked by being in a negative deficit energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. The only way for you to have the blessings and the abundance is to turn the page, as much as you may not want to. And synchronicity, on divine time, flow state, meaningful coincidences. Yeah, once you do, the synchronicities will start showing up. You don't have to worry about the how and the when. Surrender the how and the when. How am I going to get the new job? When am I going to meet the new person? Whatever. Like whatever the question is, surrender that. Stay in flow. Stay in synchronicity. And continue to turn the page. That's how things are going to start coming in for you. This is how you get here. Safe and stable and capable and abundant for you, your family, your children, your dreams, your prosperity. But you can't do it from the energy that is taking from you in such a way that it's keeping you in a lack or a negative deficit. Your cup being emptied all the time. And no matter how fast you fill it up, it gets drained. And it's that continual cycle that's keeping you from being able to manifest what you want or have what you want. So whatever is draining you, whatever that is in your life, this energy is going to highlight that for you and ask you to take those steps. And I feel like if you don't take the steps that you're being asked to take, that's when, that's when this is going to show up. So as long as you're taking the steps you're being asked to take, as uncomfortable as they are, and I started this video talking about my discomfort, right? I'm being asked to take a step that is making me very uncomfortable, but it's the way in which I evolve. And this is the energy that you're being brought to. What you're being asked to step through is your evolution process that takes you into what it is you do want. And so trying to stay the same, trying to keep things the same, it's not going to work. So if you can lean into the changes, take the steps you're being brought to take, then things won't crumble around you. Things won't blow apart in your world. But if you don't, then you are going to have some type of mess to clean up, right? However that looks for you. Whew. So if you're wanting help with this, definitely check out my community, Living in Love, on my website. If you've got healing that's keeping you from being able to make the changes that you need to do, check out IET. Go to my website, guidance311.com, and there are packages, 3, 6, and 12-month packages that can help you with deep discounts on your healing journey, right? And today, my birthday special to each and every one of you is 50% off my Living in Love Connecting to Spirit course in my shop that is downloadable and printable. So please join me today at 3:30 right back here on Facebook Live for my Living in Love Connecting to Spirit webinar, where you will receive at the end of that over $50 in value, where you will be able to download the workbook for the Living in Love course, and you'll be able to also download the ebook, A Practical Guide to Connecting to Spirit, that you get to take today with you, my gift to you. So that is my birthday month and birthday special to each and every one of you. So today at 3:30. All right, guys, sending you so much love and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. We'll talk soon. See you at 3:30.